Dear friends, welcome back. In this video, we will continue our journey of pen testing. The machine I'm going to do in this video would be photographer 1. The link will be added into the description section below so that you can download and play the machine. Before we move forward, if you don't mind, please subscribe to my channel and leave a like below. You're greatly appreciated. So without further ado, let's just get started. We can switch over to Kali Linux VM. And as you can see, I have already pulled up the terminal. So first of all, for us is to discover the IP address of the target, because we have already imported the target machine into the virtual box, and make sure both Kali Linux and the target machine stays at the same network. Okay, so now we can use sudo net discover. As you can see over here, I used the option of -i to specify the interface. So the discovery packets will be sent from this interface. And also I use the option of -r to specify the network range. This will narrow down the scope of network or speed up this process. So for now, we can press enter. So as you can see over here, the IP address of the target could be recognized as 200. The above 2 IP address doesn't belong to the target machine. We can ignore it without problem. So what are we going to do next? We need to do the port and surface scanning with a map. To save time of this video, I've already completed before. So for now, we just get out its result. So as you can see over here, I use the options like scene scan, the version scan, the default script scan, followed by the -p- to do the full range port scan. The last option of all is ON to output the result into this file. As you can notice here, the IP address has been changed from the first time when I did the machine. So from the map scanning, we can tell that the target has 1, 2, 3, 4 open port numbers in total. And so what are we going to do next? We need to, of course, go through all open port numbers one by one. The first one is 80, which is running HTTP service, and also the version information, including exact version number. And the next 2 open port numbers, 100 and 39, 445. I think if you have already done, if you're familiar with the protocol, network protocols, you know that normally or by default, these 2 port numbers are used by Samba service. Okay, and the last one is 8000, which is running HTTP as well, and also the version information, Apache 2. So what are we going to do next? We need to begin our enumeration. So where do we start from? As I mentioned in the other videos, of course, this is my personal methodology. If you want, you can follow my methodology. If the target has service, file sharing service running on the target, and for example, like FTP service, the Samba service, the NFS service, such services should become the first choice to enumerate. In this case is Samba service. So how to enumerate Samba service? The utility I'd like to use is SMB client. And we can use the option of L to specify the purpose or how to enumerate the target. And we can specify the IP address of the target. And then we can hit enter. And we can provide the password of my Kali Linux. As you can see, the target has 1, 2, 3 shares, But print and IPC, we do not need to pay any attention, just the default ones. We cannot get anything from those two default shares. But this one needs to catch our attention. And so we need to access the share on the remote target. So how to do? We can use the same utility SMB client, and then we can dash or backward slash, sorry, not a dash, my bad, and then we can specify the IP address of the target at Samba share, and the password of my Kali Linux. We are logged in to this target, and we can list files and directories, and we can get down those two files. Already done. Get WordPress, and then we can exit from the Samba service session. Next, we can use enum for Linux. This one can help us to, make enumeration by a Samba service. In most cases, what I can get from this utility enum for Linux is the possible username, as you can see over here, this one. So we can copy, so the target usernames, the first one, and then the second one is AGI. We can copy and paste in here. Okay, I think so far we have already got a bit information about the target. Okay, but just now we have already downloaded two files. The first one is mail sent, and here, of course, this is one mail, and so from this one, as you can see over here, hi Dasa, your site is ready now. Do not forget your secret, my baby girl. So I think from the email we can, extract some useful information. For example, we can get the email information. We can email this one, the first one, also the second one. We can copy. All right, and also here, I think this mail is about some sorts of secret, but at this point, we didn't know what it is. Okay, so I think now it's time to enumerate the HTTP service or the web application, right? And we can enumerate the web application both manually and automatically. And let's launch our Firefox to do the manual enumeration first. And we can put the IP address of the target into the address bar of the Firefox. And as you can see, we can get some, maybe this one is another possible username, right? But of course, this is not, because we have already got the exact username on the target machine. Okay, and here's a menu and some links like generic and also like elements. Nothing interesting. We go back to the home directory. As usual, we need to, or following the methodology, we need to view its source page. Nothing interesting. So next, we can see whether this site has robots file or not. Robots not found. Next, we can use Nigto with H option to specify the target's URL, and we can press enter. So as you can see, the Nigto can review information about the web application, like the version information, the header information, and also some directories, images. We need to take a look at this directory, images. We need to see whether there is some suspicious image, for example, the size or the file name, but I cannot find that sort of pictures. Okay, so next we can use gobuster to do the directory enumeration. And we can use the W option to specify the word list. And we can use I always use the gobuster word list as my first word list to brute force. Okay, medium. And extension option, I always use the extension like PHP, HTML, TXT, and back. Press enter. So the gobuster can, as you can see over here, identify or discovered assets. We can take a look at this directory. But although there's some subdirectories like CSS fonts, a JavaScript directory, in very most cases, we cannot get important information from those. This always contains some static file. Okay, so now I'd like to go back to the terminal. I don't think we can find anything important from the gobuster, so I'd like to interrupt it here to save time of this video. So now we have already completed enumeration with the first web application running on the port number 80. Now we need to get over to the second web application, and which is running 8000. We can press enter. So, okay, so your site tagline DISAR. Okay, sorry, I cannot pronounce properly. So no feature content found. Assign some in the library. And it says there's some links. Very interesting. There is a file, view the share.php file. We can click, download. We got an error. Very interesting. And at the bottom, you can notice this one. So built with Koken. Maybe this some sort of the CMS, right? Or content management system, CMS. And now we go back to the browser. Timeline, it says nothing interesting. And also we need to check its source code. Nothing special here. And also we need to check whether this site has robots file, but not found, or error. We get the error for 04 means not found. Next, we can launch the Nightone to do the automatic enumeration. So the header index.php file. All right, I will not wait because I don't think we can find anything important from Nightone. So next, I'd like to launch the gobuster to do the directory enumeration. And we can specify the URL of the target. Please do not forget to specify the port number. and the word list, the gobuster word list, directory, and the extension option, back, txt. So we got the error. So we need to exclude the length 0. Press enter. Oh, we found the admin panel or directory or entry. Maybe this is a more correct word. Admin. And we are prompted by this login window, very small window. And so I think just now we have already got, because this is, we are required to submit or input the email address. Do you remember? Earlier we have already got 2 possible usernames, right? So I think, API, maybe we need to take a look at this directory and then go back. Error, API, not API, PHP. So an error was encountered. So storage, forbidden. All right, I don't think we can find anything important besides or except the main directory. So now I think we have to break into this user login window. We need to be authenticated, all right? And also, in the meantime, we can use the Google to make some research, and the link can be almost the first link can lead to this exploit database. Actually, although of course at this moment we didn't know the version of this Koken CMS, and however it deserves our efforts. But unfortunately, this exploit is authenticated. It means that we need to, we need to bypass authentication, or we need to get the credentials for the admin login panel. So how to do? We can go to the admin, or maybe this one, and now we can create the word list, the email list, emails, text, and we can copy these 2 emails and we can paste in here. All right, and quit. So next, I think we can use Hydra to crack this login panel, and to do that, we can, maybe we can open up the developer 2 of the browser, and go to the network tab, and we can put one username, for example, this one, and paste in here, and password anything, and we can sign in. As you can see, we can get the post request. So now we can log in or launch, not log in, the launch Hydra, and we can specify the username dictionary, and I want to use the locule word list, and of course the port number is the F means if we find the valid combinations, the Hydra will stop, okay? And also we need to specify the port number because this case is not default one. And next we need to specify the service. This case is post form rather than HTTP GET. So next we need to specify the login page. So login page, I think it should be this one. Okay, and then we can capture the request. We can switch to raw, and then we can copy and paste in here. And we need to use placer. This one, the username, we can use user. Okay, and anything, the pass. And also we need to specify the error message when we submit invalid credential. So incorrect. Okay, press enter. So on post form unknown service. Oh, sorry, I forgot to specify the target IP address. Press enter. Oh, wait a moment. I think we need to use Burp Suite to intercept this request because the user field has special characters enter. So we need to know whether the Hydra has automatically encoded the email field. Okay, so to know this information, we can use the Burp Suite to intercept. Okay, so I'd like to interrupt here because the key point for me to make such videos is to show you the methodology and the techniques. Okay, so and we can launch our Burp Suite. Next, proxy. So we do not need to set the intercept. We just want to get the request information. Will not make the intercept option to be on. Okay. However, we need to configure Hydra to use proxy. So how to do? I cannot remember. Oh, sorry. The edge. So we can use the proxy. Okay, I think we can use this one. So we can export Hydra proxy HTTP and set it to our Burp Suite. Okay, Hydra proxy HTTP. Press enter. So now we can launch our Hydra to attack. Press enter. And I think now we can get the request doesn't go through. Okay, we have already got the request, right? However, the method is get rather than post. Okay, so I think we need to stop. I think this should be. So I have already used this option, HTTP post form, email. So how about the response? Interesting. Why? So maybe no session. Let's do it again. Then we can, maybe I need to clear the request. Delete. And then we can launch the attack again. So why the Hydra doesn't run as I expected? So I think I need to figure it out first, and then I will come back. See you there. All right, let's continue. As you can see, we successfully retrieved the valid combinations of username and password. In this case, this is password. I didn't change anything. I think my configuration for the Hydra is correct. No problem there. But just now I show you how to use Burp Suite or combine Burp Suite and Hydra to analyze what's going on exactly. Anyway, we have already got back this email and password. We can copy and paste onto my notebook. So the password is baby go. All right. So now I think we can close up the Burp Suite and restore or disable the proxy because we do not need it anymore. So now we can log in as this password, baby go. Maybe also I can close up this developer too, so the window will be bigger. So the password, baby go. Sign in. All right, as you can see, we are successfully logged in as user Daisai, okay, or whatever how you pronounce it, okay. So now we can follow the instructions or the exploit to, arbitrarily make arbitrarily file upload. And so next, I think we can upload the malicious file or PHP reverse shell file. I've already got, no, not yet. I can copy from my two sets directory. And we need to do some modifications. Maybe I can zoom in again. We can change this IP address to my Kali Linux. And I always change the port number to be 555, which is my favorite port number. So now we can write and quit. So we need to go back the exploit we need to create. Of course, we can use any, or maybe this one, but I'd like to directly upload the reverse shell file. Of course, you can use this one, but I prefer the existing PHP reverse shell file, okay? And so we do not need to run any more reverse shell commands. So save this one. So we need to move to shell. So what? PHP, GPG. Okay. So now authenticated. We have already been authenticated. And go to the dashboard. Upload your file on the import content button and send the HTTP request to Burp Suite. And then on Burp Suite, we need to rename to image, or we just remove the GPG extension. Okay, let me show you in action. Now we can import at the bottom. You can import. We can navigate to our working directory, photo, grapher. Yeah, not a potato. So the photo and select. And before we hit import, we need to launch our Burp Suite. In the meantime, we need to enable the proxy, so all traffic will be going through the Burp Suite. Proxy, make sure the intercept option is on. Now we can import. And as you can see, we have already got the request, and we need to remove the GPG extension. Also, we need to scroll down, remove this part. Otherwise, this will not be working as we are expecting. Okay, so now we can, of course, in the meantime, we need to set up the listener on the Kali Linux to wait for the collection from the target. Now we can forward. As you can see, we have already got the collection from the target. And next, we need to spawn more interactive shell. We need to check the version. Python 2 is there. So we can import pty module, pty spawn. Okay. Next, we need to do some local enumeration to make lateral movement, right? Go to the AGI directory, but nothing there. And we go to the second one. And then we can get the user flag. Next, we need to do more local enumeration. For example, we can go to OPT directory. Nothing there. How about var? Go to the backups directory. Nothing there. Go to the www directory. Go to HTML directory. Go to the con. Go to admin directory. Nothing interesting. So maybe we can upload the Nymphia shell script to do the automatic enumeration. I can zoom in the terminal to be even bigger. Okay, we can, I think I've already got this Nymphia shell script ready. Yeah, this one. Next, we need to upload this file or this script to the target. To do it, it's very easy. We just set up the web server on the Kali Linux. And then we can go back and we can use wget to upload. And then followed by the file name. And we need to make it executable. And then we can run it. In most cases, if we want to elevate our privilege, we can, make use of this Nymphia shell script to do the automatic enumeration. Because if we just do the manual enumeration, we will miss very important information. So I think the best practice is to combine manual enumeration and automatic enumeration. I think it's almost done. Then we can scroll up or scroll back to see whether we can find some interesting vectors which allow us to elevate our privilege. Scroll up. So here some files, and then like capabilities of binary SUID. I think you can notice this one, this binary. Yeah, this one, PHP, and unknown SUID binary. So I think next we can, take advantage of this binary to elevate our privilege. However, the question is how to do. Again, we can get the instruction from this website, CTF opens. For us, we just copy this part of the command, and then we can run it, PHP, and paste in here. As you can see, we are successful. Now we can navigate to root directory and retrieve the root flag without any issue. Oh, sorry, root or proof, not root, proof. So that's all I like to do in this video. I hope to see you in the next one. Bye. Have a nice day, please.